An oversized meatball with a delicious surprise inside. Prime steak bathing in a bowl of truffle cream. And dessert as dramatic as it is delicious. It's all served in an unexpected spot named Stave Still. Located in the central Massachusetts town of Webster, Stave Still is a 65-seat restaurant housed inside a 200-year-old building, where the kitchen focuses on classic American cuisine and the craft cocktail bar boasts more than 150 types of whiskey, bourbon, and rye.
Stave Still is a warm place. You can feel it when you walk in. It's vintage industrial. There's metal bar stools, there's whiskey barrels, there's glass tops, there's copper, there's pipes, there's gears, there's crazy photos on the wall, there's soft candles, there's leather. It appeals to everybody, it's very warm.
And according to owners Jessica and Craig Valby, when it opened back in 2020, locals were blown away to have such a nice place in their neck of the woods.
People will walk into the door and they look at it and their chin hits the floor and they go, "This is Webster?" We say, "No, this is Stave Still." But probably the best comment when they walk in here, they go, "Thank you for bringing something here that I'm proud to bring my family to. Enjoy the food you guys have here because I couldn't get this before you opened."
That food includes creative appetizers, upscale entrees, and eye-popping desserts, made by Jessica in the restaurant's ridiculously tiny kitchen.
The kitchen is very small.
This is it. This is my world.
I joke that I get 10,000 steps in a day doing circles in the kitchen, and I just do 360-degree turns the whole night.
While the kitchen may be small at Stave Still, the dishes coming out of it are anything but, especially when you start your meal with their meatball. Or more accurately,
It is our big-ass meatball. It is made from pork, veal, and beef. We actually put a whole hard-boiled egg into the meatball and bake it in there. It's a very old-school, traditional way of making a meatball, and then we top it with chilled ricotta cheese. It's a crowd favorite for sure.
not only is it a feast for the stomach, it's also a feast for the eyes.
You know when you're a kid and you had those jawbreakers and there's all the layers inside? That's really it. So you've got the whole egg, you've got the yolk, you've got the white, you've got all the meat, and then you've got that bright red sauce, and then the dollop of ricotta. It really is beautiful inside and out.
Other awesome apps include big blocks of bacon with grilled tomatoes and a Dijon white wine vinaigrette, and roasted red skin potatoes topped with duck confit, fig compote, and gorgonzola cream, a combination of big flavors that some people thought wouldn't fly in this small town.
There was a comment that was made like, "Oh, you're never gonna serve duck or anything high-end in Webster. You're just gonna be able to sell potato skins." So this was my riff of potato skins, and it is absolutely one of the best things you will put in your mouth.
Another winner here is the mac and cheese flight, featuring creamy crocks of smoked Gouda, white cheddar jalapeno, and truffle cream.
That is ultimate comfort food. That's what we're about.
And if you want to make your mac extra luxurious, order Stave Still's lobster mac and cheese.
It's a huge healthy portion of the cavatappi pasta dressed in the smoked Gouda cheese sauce, and then we take our 7-ounce lobster tail and then place that over the mac and cheese with grilled asparagus. So you can see exactly how much delicious sweet lobster you're getting with that dish.
Seafood options at Stave Still include seared sea scallops atop squid ink pasta and grilled monkfish with Parmesan risotto, while steak lovers absolutely must order the center-cut prime filet mignon bathing in a bowl of truffle cream.
In the bowl, there's about an inch of the truffle cream sauce. We take the filet off the grill, put it right in the truffle cream sauce in the bowl. So when you get your filet, it's actually taking a truffle cream bath tableside.
When it comes to dessert, there are plenty of tempting choices. And if you want to go big before you go home, order up an enormous slice of Craig's carrot cake.
I make the carrot cake from scratch. Each piece weighs about 2 pounds. There's fresh pecans on it and this whiskey caramel sauce dripping off the side of it. If you ask anybody, they're like, "Yeah, it's the best carrot cake I've ever had."
If you're interested in a nightcap, Stave Still makes a perfect smoked old-fashioned. And believe it or not, they've also turned that classic cocktail into a cool, creamy ice cream.
Our signature dessert is the smoked old-fashioned ice cream. It's made with Buffalo Trace bourbon, the Luxardo cherries, a whole navel orange, our old-fashioned bitters and we turn that into a ice cream base. We scoop it and then we put it under our bell jar, smoke it just like we would the cocktail, and that entire entity is brought to the table and it's revealed very dramatically tableside, and it becomes a pretty smoky, sexy, speakeasy feel here at Stave Still.
And that cool mood, paired with all the great food and welcoming attitude, keeps people coming back to Stave Still.
I want you to feel like you're part of the family. I want you to feel like you never want to leave. You can't wait to come back. And when you get here, it was the smartest decision you ever made.